Thumbnails can be the difference between you getting 1 view and 1 million views on your video. In this video, I put together a comprehensive guide on creating the most clickable thumbnails, from what even makes a good thumbnail to how to actually design a thumbnail that can make you go viral. Let's jump right in. First off, we got design rules for thumbnails. Number 1, rule of thirds. The rule of thirds involves dividing the thumbnail into 9 equal parts using 2 horizontal lines and 2 vertical lines. All this does, it basically creates a grid where the key elements of the thumbnail should be placed along the intersections or along the lines. Number 2, we have leading lines. Leading lines are lines within the thumbnail that guide the viewer's eye towards the main subject or focal point of the thumbnail. These lines can be actual lines or implied lines created by the arrangement of elements of your thumbnail. Number 3, we got symmetry. Symmetry in thumbnails can create a sense of balance and harmony. It basically involves creating a mirror image or a balanced arrangement of elements. This can be achieved through placement of text, images, or even shapes. And at number 4, we got contrast. Contrast helps make the thumbnail visually appealing and helps the main subject stand out. It can be achieved through the use of contrasting colors, font styles, or image elements as well. Types of thumbnails. Action shots. This basically shows a dynamic moment from the video to grab attention. It uses high energy poses or scenes to create excitement and intrigue. Emotional faces. This basically captures a facial expression that conveys a strong emotion. Use expressions like surprise, happiness, or curiosity to evoke a response. Take Mr. Beast or Airrack as an example. Text overlays. This basically includes bold and catchy text on the thumbnail, and it uses short phrases or questions to pique curiosity and provide context. This is pretty straightforward, but it basically just means to use vibrant and eye-catching colors to stand out amongst the other thumbnails on the YouTube homepage. Choose colors that basically align with your brand and keep it like that throughout all of your thumbnails. I'll explain why in a little bit, but just remember it. Collages. You could also combine multiple images or screenshots to create a visually appealing thumbnail. It can show different aspects of what they're going to be watching inside of the video. Branding elements. This basically means to incorporate your logo or brand colors inside of the thumbnail, and all this does, it basically builds brand recognition and consistency across your videos, so when people see it popping up on the YouTube home screen, they know that it's your thumbnail and your video. Curiosity. You want to create a thumbnail that creates a sense of curiosity by hinting at something intriguing or mysterious. You basically want to make the viewers want to click to find out more about the thumbnail. Visual effects. This basically means to use graphic elements or effects to enhance the thumbnails. You can add overlays, borders, or filters to make the thumbnail visually appealing. Custom illustrations. This type of thumbnail basically means to create unique illustrations that represent the video's context. You want to make it stand out from the others and showcase your creativity through your thumbnail. Getting inspiration from thumbnails. Look for inspiration from popular YouTubers and industry trends. Pay attention to what catches your attention as a viewer and apply those elements into your thumbnails. Adapt and incorporate elements that align with your own style and branding, but you can also obviously take inspiration from other YouTubers to help you reach a more creative mindset. So it can also give you new ideas on how to tweak the thumbnails and make it better. Branding in thumbnails. Number 1, you should incorporate your logo in most of them at least. You can include your logo in the thumbnails to help reinforce your brand identity and make your content easily recognizable amongst the viewers. You should also be using your brand colors. Incorporating your brand colors in your thumbnails helps to create consistency and make your content more visually cohesive. I'll explain more about this soon later on in the video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Choosing your brand fonts. You should also choose brand fonts in your thumbnails, which can basically help reinforce your brand identity and make your content just 10 times better if you're staying consistent with the thumbnails. Word choice in thumbnails. You should be using compelling titles. Use attention-grabbing titles that pique viewers' curiosity. Incorporate powerful and action-oriented words to create a sense of urgency to make them want to click the video. Keywords and phrases. You should include relevant keywords and phrases that accurately describe the content of your video. You can use popular search terms to increase the discoverability of your video. You should choose words and phrases that effectively convey the main message or theme of your video. It should be highlighting the most interesting or unique aspects of your content. And testing and optimizing. Experiment with different word choices and monitor the CPR or click-through rate of your thumbnails. You should analyze the performance of different keywords and phrases to optimize your thumbnail strategy. Visual effects in thumbnails. Number 1, we have overlay effects. You should add these to your thumbnails to create a sense of depth and visual interest. Overlays can include gradients, textures, or patterns that enhance the overall look and feel of your thumbnail. Filter effects. Apply filters to your thumbnails to create a specific mood or style for that video. Filters can basically be enhancing color, add a vintage or cinematic look, or maybe also create a consistent visual theme across your videos. Testing thumbnails. In order to maximize the impact of your video thumbnails and increase the CPR and viewer engagement, it is very important to test different thumbnail designs and analyze the data to see which one performs the best. By making adjustments based on the results, you can optimize your thumbnails for maximum impact and effect and results. Choosing colors for thumbnails. To make your thumbnails stand out and catch viewers' attention, you want to basically choose two opposite colors from the color wheel. By selecting opposite colors, you can create enough contrast in your thumbnails, making them visually appealing and very attention-grabbing to the viewers. Using the color wheel. So what is the color wheel? The color wheel is basically a tool that is used to select colors that create contrast and harmony. It consists of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors arranged of a circular format. To simplify the process, you can choose two opposite colors on the color wheel. As I said before, these colors create a strong contrast and can make your thumbnails and channel colors stand out even more. Finding colors for your channel. You want to resonate with your target audience, so you want to understand your target audience's preferences and the colors that resonate with them. You want to conduct research and base your thumbnail off of that research and apply what you've learned. Once you've chosen your brand color, use it consistently across your channel, incorporate it into your logo, thumbnails, banners, and visual elements to create a cohesive and recognizable look of your channel, and just make it more neat and tidy in general. Choosing the main colors. The main colors set the tone for your design and establish the overall mood of your project. It's important to choose a main color that aligns with your brand identity and the message you want to convey. For example, let's consider the color blue as our main color. Blue is often associated with trust, reliability, and calmness. It's a pretty versatile color that can be used in a variety of design contexts. Blue is commonly used in technology, finance, and healthcare industries to convey a sense of professionalism and stability. When you're choosing the main colors, consider the emotions and associations it evokes and how it aligns with your brand personality. Remember to also consider the color psychology and cultural connotations associated with different colors. Adding additional colors. So let's take black for example. Black is a versatile color that adds depth and sophistication to your design. It can be used for typography, backgrounds, or to create contrast. Now let's move on to white. White is a clean and minimalistic color that brings a sense of simplicity and elegance to your design. It can be used as a background color or to create a negative space. Middle color. The middle color adds balance and harmony to your color palette. It can be a complementary color that enhances your main color, or a neutral color that provides a subtle contrast. Using a highlight color. Incorporate a highlight color in your design to make certain elements stand out. The highlight color should be different from your main color palette. Choose a color that complements the main color and adds visual interest. You want to use the highlight color mainly to maintain a balanced and cohesive design overall. And you also want to experiment with different shades and tones of the highlight color to create depth and dimension. And make sure that the highlight color enhances or improves the overall design and doesn't overpower or distract from the main elements. Remember to maintain consistency in the use of the highlight color throughout your design. When it comes to selecting a font for your design, it's important to choose a basic font that isn't overused or too complicated to read. This will help make your design stand out and create a unique visual identity. The first step you want to do is explore different font options and find the one that complements your design and message. I recommend using thefont.com, but there's also a bunch of other websites you can visit. And select a font that basically aligns with the overall tone and personality of your design. Whether it's modern, elegant, or playful, the font should enhance the overall aesthetic. And make sure you're using the same font consistently throughout your design to maintain a good brand overall. Remember, the font you choose can have great impact on the overall look and feel of your design. Take your time to find the perfect font that improves your message and captures the essence of your video. Types of thumbnails used by YouTubers. A bunch of YouTubers use high quality, eye-catching thumbnails. Using these appealing and high quality images that are relevant to the video content can basically attract the viewer's attention into clicking the video. Adding a bold and captivating text overlay to thumbnails can provide a preview of the video's content and create curiosity among viewers. Same with using vibrant and contrasting colors in thumbnails can make them stand out in search results and catch the viewer's attention. Facial expressions. Featuring expressive faces or emotions in thumbnails can evoke curiosity and make viewers more likely to click on the video than maybe a thumbnail that doesn't have a face on it, or the facial expression just isn't fitting the whole mood of the thumbnail. Using exaggerated or misleading thumbnails to generate clicks, also known as clickbait thumbnails, I don't recommend it, but it could lead you to getting more clicks. Using shock value in thumbnails. So what is shock value? Shock value basically refers to the use of attention-grabbing elements in thumbnails to intrigue and engage your viewers. It's a very powerful technique to capture the curiosity of potential viewers and increase click-through rates throughout your videos. You may ask why use the shock value. In the sea of content all throughout YouTube, shock value helps your thumbnail stand out and grab attention. It creates a sense of intrigue and curiosity, compelling viewers to click onto your video. In the next part, you're going to learn how to design a thumbnail using the theory and practical tips discussed earlier. I'm basically going to try and replicate a famous YouTuber's thumbnail editing style, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do it in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.